because I love to chant it. It makes me feel blissed. It makes me feel blessed. It keeps me high, literally. Manifesting powers. I can manifest other timelines, time zones, galaxies, just by this mantra alone. Understand, when you're chanting something so powerful, you don't care about what you're saying, you just care about where it takes you. And you're assuming that I don't do both. I am no neophyte. I have been practicing spirituality for a very long time. When I came out of Christianity at the age of 17 years old, my first experience with it was journeying into Kemetic spirituality, African spirituality, and Igbo spirituality. Understand that spirituality is not African, or it's not Indian, it is not Kemetic, it is simply spirituality. And the proper name for Igbo spirituality is Odinani, Odinala, Omenala. These are different names to describe this system of spirituality. Great Dibia and teacher Ndozie Ume was at an Igbo spirituality conference, and someone in the audience was telling him that he has a Tao teacher and a Dibia, which is a Igbo spiritual teacher. And he says he finds a commonality in both, and two teachings parallel each other. He said, "Can you speak to that?" Ndozie responded very beautifully, and he said, "If you're searching for knowledge, look everywhere." What ngiga is a basket, usually kept in the kitchen. So if you're missing your wallet and you can't find your wallet throughout the house, go check in that basket because it might be there. Such is the same for spiritual knowledge. It matters not where you find it. It only matters if you find it. One thing you must understand is that the ancient masters in the earliest epochs foresaw an age of ignorance, an age of darkness. This is what they call Ugazi. And they said because this age is coming, they will keep this sacred spiritual knowledge safe and protected and not teach it to those who are unfit in this age of darkness. So many of the masters are hiding, and they're not making themselves available to the public to give this spiritual knowledge to just anybody who is coming. You understand? They find the person who is worthy. Highest cultivation techniques that are being practiced in Igbo land today are not practiced by anyone in public. They are practiced in secret. It is not being sold or marketed. So many claiming to practice a higher enlightenment method in post-colonial Nigeria are not. In fact, you can say this about the entire Africa. Most of those claiming to practice the higher enlightenment methods in its purest form are not practicing it in public, but in secret. There is a sacred relationship between the disciple and the teacher, between the spiritual master and the student. You understand? So, beloved, be careful where you learn from. Many Dibias, Babalaos, or so-called spiritual teachers are not master adepts, and they can send you down the wrong path. I mean, look at how many initiations Chinese people are getting in Africa. Do you think these are real spiritual masters giving them initiations? No. So here's where you can start. Start by reading Nze Chukwukadibia Nwafor's book, Leopards of a Magical Dawn. He's not only an author, but he's also a Dibia. You can start there and receive maybe counsel from him. Also start with John Ume, legendary Dibia and historian, and his family. Start there and start to learn about Igbo spirituality so that you can be led to the right spiritual teachers, spiritual masters who are practicing it close to its purest form. You understand? So understand other masters, understand other masters. My Igbo ancestors who are guiding me in this life because I decided to choose an Igbo body, they are the ones who directed me to go east and to get initiation in India and to receive knowledge from the Eastern traditions. So I took the call when I heard the call. My pride for my tribe will never override my quest for enlightenment. This is what the masters taught me. The beauty of spirituality is that you can do what you want, very carefully. There is no such thing as stay here, don't go there. That's religiosity. Tells you to stay here and don't go there. I have lived over 130 lives, according to the reading that I got by Kala Bhairava. Therefore, I'm not an Igbo man. I am in a Igbo body, but I am the soul that is operating within this body. And the goal in the spiritual journey is to attain moksha, liberation, nirvana, so that I can break this cycle of reincarnation and attain this infinite state of enlightenment, so that when I decide to come back to earth, I'm coming back as an avatar, teaching this wisdom if I choose to do so, but not being trapped in this prison planet because I was so prideful and so rigid with my thinking. So I do both very carefully. I honor my ancestral gods, my village gods, Chuku, Nechuku, Allah, Madiara, Ekwensu. I honor them. But what makes me chanting this mantra so special, this mantra that is known as the Mahavakya, is that I received proper initiation from an enlightened master. So I've tasted the state, the space, and the powers of enlightenment. When you have a powerful tool, you use it. It matters not what your ethnicity, race, or religious persuasion is. Same way, your religious persuasion does not matter when it comes to drinking water. You simply drink the water. The water is there to nourish you, to enhance you, to bring sustenance to your life. The same way, a spiritual technique, a process, is there to give you this state, this space, and this power of enlightenment. The symptom of using a spiritual technique is what you should examine. If the symptom is positivity in your life, it's advancement in yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, then we ascertain that this spiritual technique is powerful and it is good for you. You understand? Same way, water. If it is giving you life, we ascertain that the water is good for you. You understand? So I encourage you to seek a true master, no matter where it comes from. Spirituality is a serious affair, and don't treat it like a comic book or something. You understand? The Buddha says there's over 84,000 cultivation techniques in this universe. Therefore, find a spiritual technique, see what your symptoms are from using this technique, and then if it is good, ascertain that this technique is good for you. If you want to learn how to chant this mantra, I can teach you. My question for you is, have you been initiated? Are you practicing Odinani? Whether it is yes or no, you can still chant the Mahavakya, this mantra, so you can manifest powers from your third eye. There are over 460 powers to be manifested. And this mantra can help you. This one single mantra alone can help you get to that state, space, and manifest the power of the highest, of the ultimate. So, as always, remember, ignorance is not bliss. Bliss is enlightenment. So radiate the eternal bliss of 1,000 suns. Eternally blissful. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Be blessed. Thank you.